Every year, EA Sports decide Pele is the best icon in the game, but today it'll be decided by football imperialism. Let me explain. The World Football Association believes the best icon must be able to play in every position. So they've cloned 20 football legends and sent them to an abandoned town, as we can see on this map. And I've been told to spin this wheel to pick an icon and spin this arrow to see which way they need to attack. So let's say the wheel lands on Pele and the arrow points south. 11 of Pele's clones would head to Maldini's territory, where they would battle it out in a football match. The winner would take all the land, while the loser is erased from the map. And I'll be repeating this process until one icon controls the entire map. Now it's time to pick your favorite and hope they make it all the way to the end, because FIFA Imperialism has begun. And Ronaldinho is our first attacker. And Ronaldinho will be heading south. And if Ronaldinho heads south, he ends up in Pirlo's territory. So now it's 11 Ronaldinhos versus 11 Pirlos. And with that whistle, the first match of Icon Imperialism began. It would be Ronaldinho with the first chance of the match. A great save by Pirlo would be followed by a towering header by Ronaldinho, who would take an early lead. Oh my days, that is a scary sight. But that lead wouldn't last very long, as only moments later, Pirlo would level the score. Ronaldinho would take the lead again in the 22nd minute, only for Pirlo to level the score shortly after. This is a good chance for Pirlo to take his first lead in this match. Defensively, Ronaldinho is shocking. That's it. What a strike! 99 shot power. It's not looking good for Ronaldinho. And a corner right before halftime would give Pirlo a 2-goal cushion. That may be the worst goalkeeping I've ever seen. Now with Ronaldinho down by 2, you think he might get eliminated, but to be honest, anything is possible. 2 shots and it's a whole new game. But poor defending by Ronaldinho would only make things worse for him. No. What attack? No, is that a red card for Ronaldinho? Are we about to see our first red card in the first match? Just a yellow. Okay. I'm surprised. Oh, if this goes in, it's over. Look at Ronaldinho laying there. What a strike! Pirlo has a 5-2 lead in the 66th minute. I don't see Ronaldinho coming back from this. And there's the final whistle. Now, this is a match Ronaldinho would like to forget, but it's now time to say goodbye to him, as he's been wiped off the map. Ronaldinho has also been removed from the wheel, so let's see who our next attacker is. It's going to be David Beckham. And Beckham will be heading southwest. And if Beckham heads southwest, he ends up in Johan Cruyff's territory, which means it's one of the best midfielders versus one of the best attackers. I have no idea who's going to win this one. A strong start for Cruyff would be quickly rewarded. Cruyff. To Cruyff. To Cruyff. Penalty! This is the first ever penalty in FIFA Imperialism. What a poor tackle. He got him with the mag. Where is it going to go? He puts it away. 1-0 for Cruyff inside 10 minutes. Cruyff would double his lead in the 25th minute and triple it right before halftime. Beckham would get on the scoreboard in the 71st minute, but it wouldn't be enough to defeat Cruyff. With a performance like that, Cruyff is one of the favorites for this tournament, but it's time to say goodbye to David Beckham. So far, both of our attackers have failed to win, so let's see if the third actually can do it. It's gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be Eusebio, a Portuguese legend. And Eusebio will be heading east. So if Eusebio's clones head east, they end up in Cantona's territory. So now it's the French striker versus the Portuguese one. Now this is our first striker versus striker match, so I think we're gonna set a new record for most amount of goals in one game. Cantona would open the scoring early on, but goals from Eusebio in the 37th, 45th, and 55th minute had him in a comfortable position to take the win. But Cantona wasn't going to go down that easy. He scored one, then another, and then another. I can't believe how quickly the momentum has shifted here. We have Cantona up by 1 in the 73rd minute. And with the game in his hands, he would do the unthinkable. We have a penalty! That is the second penalty in 3 matches. This has never been seen before in FIFA Imperialism to tie the match. And he's put it away. Cantona did guess the right way, but Eusebio has tied the match. With seconds left in the match, a poor tackle by Eusebio would give Cantona one last chance to win it. Can Cantona win it? And he does! In the 90th minute to make it 5-4, a poor header over Eusebio's head, and it looks like Cantona has the win here. A great effort by Eusebio, but it wasn't enough. Cantona erases him from the map. Round 4 would see Patrick Vieira head south to face off against Matthias. It would be a battle between two of football's greatest defensive midfielders. A poor clearance by Vieira in the 22nd minute would gift Matthias the first lead of the match. And shortly after, he would double his lead with a finesse shot from outside the box. Vieira would be able to get one back in the second half, but a beautiful strike by Matthias in the 68th minute and a volley in the 89th minute would see Vieira erased from the map. Now, who is our next lucky attacker? Oh, it's going to be Puskás. And the direction he will go is northwest. Northwest of Puskás' territory is Lev Yashin's. And this means we're about to see a lethal striker take on the only goalkeeper to ever win the Ballon d'Or. This is going to be very interesting. It would only take Puskás 9 minutes to score the first goal of the match. No. 1-0 for Puskás. I had a feeling this was going to be the way this match goes. The only way Yashin probably wins this is if he gets into a penalty shootout. But even then, I don't know. But Yashin's clones didn't stand a chance against the Hungarian. Puskás would score again in the 23rd and in the 69th minute. And all that was left to say was bye-bye Yashin. It might have taken 5 rounds, but an icon has finally invaded and taken over a territory. Yeah, he did it against a goalkeeper, so we're not going to give him a prize for that. But there's still a lot of football to play, so prepare yourself for some more spectacular goals, heartbreak, and ultimately, glory. Now, who is next up? Oh, we got Thierry Henry, and the Arsenal legend will be heading east. Now there's nothing but mountains east of Henry's territory, so we're spinning the arrow again, which means he's taking on Ruud Gullit, one of the best cards in FIFA. After scoring an early goal, Gullit would double his lead with a beautiful shot from distance. But Thierry Henry would be able to get one back minutes before halftime. A great ball from Henry would give Henry a chance to even the score. But no luck. That chance would go on to haunt Thierry Henry as Gullit would score not once, but twice moments later to guarantee the win and see Henry erased from the map. Who is up next, Wheel? Oh, we have Pele. Pele is making his debut, and Pele will go northwest. So this means we're going to see Pele take on Xavi Hernandez. I think Pele has this one, but a nice move and strike by Xavi would give him an early lead. Now, an early goal really doesn't mean much in this game mode, but Pele has a lot to prove. He is the highest rated card in FIFA, so if he loses in the first match... Oh, what a save by Xavi. It's not going to be as easy as he thinks. Xavi would get a chance to double his lead. What a save by Pele! But Xavi kept the pressure on and would be rewarded for it in the 36th minute. This is not looking good for Pele. Things would only go from bad to worse for Pele in the 75th minute. The highest rated card in FIFA can't even score 1 goal. Pele would get one back before the final whistle, but it wouldn't be enough. The highest rated card in FIFA eliminated just like that. Now with Pele gone, I have no idea who's going to win it all. But Ronaldo is up next. Brazilian Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo. And the direction he'll be attacking is northeast, which means Ronaldo is taking on Stoichkov, the greatest Bulgarian to ever play. He even won the Ballon d'Or, and both of these players actually played for Barcelona during their career, but only one will move on to the next round. But nothing would separate the two players, as every time one of them would score, the other would score as well. Now there's 8 minutes left in this match, and if it ends in a draw, the match goes straight to a penalty shootout as per the regulations of the World Football Association. And there it is, our first penalty shootout of Icon Imperialism. It really is anyone's match now. Here we go. Stoichkov shooting first. I'm not sure why the keeper is. He puts it away though. Oh, I guess Ronaldo's keeper is also shooting. Puts it away. Great pens. Who will be the first to miss? Stoichkov down the middle. Ronaldo. Wow, off the post. Stoichkov was close. Great penalties here. The keepers don't have a chance. What a penalty. Now, every player has practically shot already. If Ronaldo, I think this is his 10th clone. If he doesn't score, it's over. And he saves it. The first save of the penalty shootout. Stoichkov goes through, and Ronaldo is erased from the map. Now, every player the wheel has picked except Puskás has lost their match. And Puskás only beat Yashin. So it's time to break the curse. Who is up next? It's Xavi. Okay, he had a great first match. He may be able to win his second. And the direction Xavi is going is west. And for the third match in a row, we have a Brazilian being featured in the match. This time, it's Garrincha. Can Xavi finally break the wheel's curse? Let's find out. Just like his match against Pele, Xavi would open up the scoring. No way, what a play by Xavi. 1-0. The tiki-taka is crazy. Garincha would get his chances, but they just weren't good enough. And after taking a 3-0 lead early in the second half, Xavi thought this match was his. Brazilian fans, I'm sorry, but it looks like all the Brazilian players will be eliminated by the end of this match. 2 of them by this man right here. But Garincha wasn't ready to be eliminated. He still has 15 minutes for 2 more goals. And Garincha kept the pressure on. But I guess Xavi wasn't worried because he quickly doubled his lead again. But you won't believe what happened next. Hold on. Hold on. Do we have a red card? Xavi has just got a red card in the 83rd minute. Nothing is guaranteed still. He could have broken his legs. Does Garincha have enough time to take advantage of the red card? Let's find out. Oh my days, what a ball. And just like that, it's 4-3. The absolute drama in this match. Could Garincha complete the comeback in 3 minutes? Garincha, what are you doing? You're letting him walk in. And he sweats it. The defensive collapse by Garincha has just gifted Xavi the win. We have no more Brazilians in this competition. Maldini is up next. This is Maldini's first trip, and he is going south. Which means we're about to see one of the greatest Italian defenders take on one of the greatest French attackers. Now, with less than 5 minutes in this match, Cantona needs to tie it up to force a penalty shootout. This may be Cantona's last chance to level the score. 2 minutes remaining. Can he cut it back? Maldini's defense. No! Through Maldini's legs. Their reactions show you exactly how they feel. Cantona has just forced a penalty shootout in this match. And as usual, the keeper's shooting first. Wow. Just wow. Maldini. Down the middle. Cantona. Maldini with the save. Is he okay? His head hit the post. Wow. If Maldini is able to save this next shot, he wins. Cantona can't miss. And he doesn't. Now, if Maldini scores this, he does win. Can Maldini put this one away? That was the worst pen I've seen. Cantona up next. It's all level. Off the post, but it still goes in. Maldini must score. Has he just thrown the whole match away? I believe in him. Right down the middle. Cantona hasn't learned yet. Okay, Maldini, make a save here. Great save. Great pen, I mean. All the pressure on Maldini. If he doesn't score this, it's over. Down the middle. Maldini has been eliminated by this man right here, Cantona. And with that win, we are down to our final 10 players. Who will be the champion of Icon Imperialism? We soon will find out. George Best would make his debut in round 11, heading northwest to face off against Stoichkov. And despite having the worst haircut in the competition, he managed to pull off a 4-2 win against the Bulgarian. Now, after 11 rounds, we've already seen every single player except Zidane. So maybe he's going to be in this next one. If not, I can't wait for him to play. And of course, right on cue, Zidane is up next. And Zidane will head southwest. And by going southwest, Zidane's debut is coming against Xavi, who has beaten Garincha and Pele already in this tournament and is one of the favorites to win it all. But Zidane can change everything. This is basically the El Clasico of Imperialism. We got... Oh my days, what a strike by Zidane. What I was saying is this is basically the El Clasico of Imperialism. We got Xavi Hernandez from Barcelona and Zidane from Real Madrid, who already has the lead at 1-0. And by the 35th minute, it seemed like the Xavis were scared of Zidane. Defenders, where are you? That was the worst defending I've ever seen in my life. Down by 3 goals at the start of the second half, Xavi wasn't going to give up. Xavi has gotten one back. If he somehow manages to win this match, I swear he deserves to win it all. Zidane can put the match away if he scores here. And he does. Zidane looks like the new favorite. And one of the Zidanes would start to get bored. Zidane, what are you doing? Why aren't you in net? Why? What has happened here? That is so disrespectful to Xavi, but it wouldn't matter as Zidane would hold on for a 4-2 win and erase Xavi from the map. Round 13 saw Mateus head northwest to face off against Pirlo. And a poor tackle by Mateus would give Pirlo a chance early in the match. Can Pirlo set the tone of the match with this free kick? And he can! What a strike by Pirlo! That's his second free kick goal in this competition. Do not foul Pirlo. That is the advice I give to the rest of the players. But Matthias wasn't intimidated and quickly leveled the score, only to have Pirlo take the lead again in the 36th minute and then double it early in the second half. Now, with 30 minutes left in this match, Pirlo does have a 3-1 lead, but anything can happen in FIFA Imperialism. We all know that by now, so let's see how the rest of this match goes. And Matthias would have his chance to get back into the match, but that miss would haunt him as Pirlo would extend his lead to 3 and send Matthias packing home. So many great players still on this wheel. We have Johan Cruyff up next. And which way will Cruyff be going? East. I didn't have to draw the arrow. We all know who's up next. We got Cantona versus Cruyff. A quick attack from Cantona would give him the first chance of the match. That may be the worst attempt at a save I've ever seen, but Cruyff would quickly even the score. And this would happen over and over again. Cantona would score, and then Cruyff would equalize. But when Cruyff took a 5-4 lead late in the match, Cantona started to panic. Now, with less than 5 minutes left in this match, Cruyff does have a chance to end it once and for all if he does pull one away here. Across. Puts it through, and that's it. It's so easy to score when you are a striker in net. That's why we just hit the record for most goals in one match in this competition. Cruyff has defeated Cantona, who had a nice run, but now it's time to say goodbye. Round 15, the wheel chose Hullet, and the arrow pointed south, so it was Ruud Hullet versus George Best. I swear Best must have secretly been a goalkeeper, as he didn't just make one great save to deny Hullet, or 2 great saves, but he made 3 great saves to keep the game scoreless. But Hullet was finally able to break through in the second half, and Best wasn't able to keep up. The Hullet clones would go on to score 3 goals, and we'd say goodbye to Best and his beautiful haircut. 15 players have already been eliminated from the competition, which means we're down to our last 5 players. Who is our next attacker? It's gonna be Cruyff. It was almost Puskas, but it will be Cruyff. Cruyff will head northeast, which means Cruyff's clones are headed to Zidane's territory. This is the biggest match so far. I don't know who's gonna win. What in the world is Zidane doing? Why is he taking the corner? The tactic must have confused Cruyff, as Zidane took a 1-0 lead moments later. Zidane would get a golden opportunity to double his lead. What a save by Cruyff. If that went in, I didn't see Cruyff coming back. So it was no surprise that the momentum shifted to Cruyff's favor after that save. Cruyff to level it, and he does! And he'd get a chance to take the lead right before halftime. Can he find an option? Cruyff to Cruyff! He's onside! It's 2-1 right before halftime. It would go from bad to worse for Zidane, as Cruyff would double his lead early in the second half. It is not looking good for Zidane. Now the next score really determines the outcome of this match. If Cruyff can triple his lead, and he does! 4-1 in the 60th minute. Are we looking at the future champion of Icon Imperialism? Zidane has been eliminated by Johan Cruyff. We are down to our last 4 players. Who is playing next? We have Cruyff back-to-back matches. Which way is he going? He's going southwest. I think Pirlo has been the most underrated player in this competition. He's taken down some big names. Will he be able to do it again against Cruyff? Pirlo was able to keep up against Cruyff for most of the first half, because every time Cruyff would score, Pirlo would score shortly after. But a late goal from Cruyff before halftime would cause some panic for the Pirlo clones. A mistake would help Cruyff double his lead and destroy any chance Pirlo had at winning the match. Johan Cruyff has just put out a statement win against Pirlo. If I was one of the other icons, I would be scared. Pirlo has been wiped off the map, and we're left with just 3 more icons. Now, no matter what happens in the next wheel spin, Cruyff will have to play next. If it lands on Puskas, he can only play Cruyff. If it lands on Hullet, he can only play Cruyff. So I can't even imagine how tired the Cruyff clones are. But who will they play next? It's gonna be Puskas. The winner of this match goes on to play Hullet. May the better icon win. Puskas has made it this far after only winning 1 match against Yashin in the beginning. Will he be able to pull off an upset against Cruyff in this one? Puskas would get a chance to open the scoring, but his weak foot would let him down. Minutes later, Cruyff would take advantage of Puskas's poor defending. Cruyff can take the lead here, and he does. 1-0. Johan Cruyff inside 25 minutes. And then he would show Puskas what good defending really looks like. That may be the most important tackle of this competition. Will they be able to double their lead before halftime after that defensive play? Cruyff down the wing. To Cruyff. Oh, he tried to find Cruyff, but he couldn't. 1-0 at halftime. Cruyff is just 45 minutes away from playing Hullet in the final of Icon Imperialism. But will this man spoil it for him? We're about to find out. If Cruyff can somehow find a second goal in this match, he may guarantee a spot in the final. Cruyff. Can he find Cruyff? He finds him. Shoots! What a strike! A Trivela from inside the box gives Cruyff a 2-0 lead. What an important goal in this competition. And he can only thank himself for that. Puskás with the pressure. Can he find his first goal of the match? He gets past Cruyff. And of course he puts it away. Puskás is 1 goal away from a whole different type of match here. With just minutes left in the match, Puskás would foul Cruyff. Why in the world is Cruyff, the keeper, taking this shot here? Why is he shooting? He saves it. Get back in your net right now. We're a minute away from finding out our finalist. Will Cruyff be able to hold on in this last play? And he does! Cruyff is on to the way to the final to play against Hullet. And let's just talk about what it took Cruyff to get to where he is now. His competition began with a matchup against Beckham, where we saw the first penalty of FIFA Imperialism. Then a tough matchup against not one French icon, but 2. Followed by a statement win against one of the greatest Italian players in history. And of course, now his win against Puskás. Now, even with 2 players left on the wheel, we still have to spin to see who is the attacker and who is the defender. Will they be able to break the wheel's curse? Cruyff is the attacker. He hasn't had trouble winning matches as the wheel pick before. So let's see if he can do it against Hullet. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. The finale of Icon Imperialism. The winner of this match, according to the World Football Association, should be the highest rated icon in the game. And it's either going to be Cruyff or Hullet. Let the best icon win. It would only take 3 minutes for the drama to begin. No way. No way. If there's a red... Okay, it's just a yellow. If Hullet somehow went down to 10 men in the first 3 minutes, I don't think Cruyff would have any trouble winning this. I'll never understand why the keeper has to take the free kicks, but we move. No way. We have a 1-0 lead. A mistake by Hullet has given Cruyff an early lead. The dream start for the Johan Cruyffs. Cruyff plays it short to Cruyff. He finds Cruyff to Cruyff. What a play by the Cruyffs. 2-0 lead inside 15 minutes. Hullet has a tough mountain to climb to get back into this match. And a mistake by Cruyff could do just that. Hullet with a chance right before halftime. No, the ref blows the whistle. A great pass from Hullet would give Hullet a way back into this match. Hullet with his chance to get on the board here. He's got a breakaway. Can he find the back of the net? Yes, he can. It's 2-1. Cruyff doesn't have the trophy just yet. Can Hullet find a second goal here? 65th minute. Great defensive work by Cruyff. But Cruyff wasn't making it any easier with time ticking away. Very bad for Hullet here. No way! Cruyff with the goal gives him a 3-1 lead. Can he respond to that goal? Can Hullet find the net? Yes, he can! He can! No, off the post! That was Hullet's chance. He still has the ball. And he puts it away. The pressure is on. Hullet is not letting this one get away from him. With 7 minutes left on the clock, the next goal was the most important. Cruyff with a chance here to destroy Hullet's dreams. Cuts it back, shoots, and he's put it away. Cruyff has a 2-goal cushion in the 86th minute. I can't see Hullet coming back from this now. Hullet would need something special to force a penalty shootout, but Cruyff just wouldn't let it happen. And that's the final whistle. Cruyff is the winner of Icon Imperialism. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this video right here. Peace.